if my necklace was actually a time stone and I was just like Doctor Strange and I had a time stone and I was able to, just like he had with Dormammu, have Brie Larson in an infinite loop and saying, Brie Larson, I'm here to try to talk some sense into you a year later. I'd still have her in the infinite loop, by the way. I'm here to talk some sense into you, Brie. Let's just talk about this. You're saying some silly things. Over a decade later, same amount of time as all these amazing movies have been coming out by Marvel, I'd still be saying this same darn thing because she will never stop saying silly things and she will never understand why a lot of fans are so angry at her. Hello everyone, how's everyone keeping? Thanks very much for coming back. So, this evening we're going to be doing something a wee bit different. We're going to be switching it up a wee bit. We're going to be doing a couple of different things. So I'm going to let you know what I'm going to be doing. I am first of all going to be reacting to a video that the BF told me about this morning and said, I think you should react to this, Julie, but as a pre-warning, you're going to be really infuriated watching it. You're going to find it beyond cringy to watch. Now, I have it up in front of me and it is called Which Avengers Could Captain Marvel Beat in a Fight? So I'm going to put my headphones in and we are going to watch it together, and then after that what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about a couple of other interviews that I had actually watched this morning myself that I find pretty cringy as well, because you know the cringe fest, you know, is keeping going. So here we go, here's this video. Marvel versus Captain America.
He'd probably get destroyed. Vibranium is only so good up to a certain point.
I mean, she would just have to just flick him and then he'd be in the stratosphere somewhere.
I mean, Captain Marvel absolutely would kick his ass, I think. I mean, she's the most powerful, come on. So I win.
Oh.
She would just be like, you know what Captain Marvel would do? She'll just go, and then it would be again on the moon somewhere.
I think there will be a lot of back and forth, but I think she would prevail in the end.
Hulk's just a Hulk. I mean,
what?
At the end of the day, you know, he gets tired, he turns back to David Banner.
Hey, what? What? I had to pause that. So, you know, the video will have probably stopped for you guys because I'll have to just take a while to edit this, but I don't care how long it's if I'm up all night editing this. Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury, what are you doing? What are you doing? He just said David Banner. Who's David? Who's David? It's Bruce Banner. The Hulk's real name is Bruce Banner. Stan Lee, you know what? I apologise. Imagine, like, look at how many movies Nick Fury has been in and he has just said David Banner? What? Right, so, okay. Let's continue this.
I'd still win.
Again, she said, I win?
I think Thor would, like, he's got a weapon, you know, technically.
Technically?
He could use as a weapon.
She probably could handle that.
Go away.
Whatever the name of it is, Molten or whatever it is.
So you don't, oh, pause again. Sorry guys, there's a lot of pausing, and I'm sorry if I'm like actually screaming. I'm sorry, I hope this doesn't cause a distortion. He doesn't even know the name of Thor's hammer. And he's been in how many movies with Thor? And he doesn't even know Bruce Banner's called Bruce Banner. He thinks he's called David Banner. We're off to a really good start, guys. And how long are we in? 1 minute and 5 seconds. Let's keep this rolling.
Something. He might try and take her down, but then he'll remember in the back of his head, oh yeah, she's the strongest. So I don't really know why I'm trying, actually.
He's a god, yes, but she can go places he can't go.
Maybe they'd end up, I don't know, there'd be a bit of a flirtation, possibly. Kind of playful flirt slash fight, and maybe it would be a draw in the end.
Yeah, I win.
Really? Is that just all you're going to say? Yeah, I win.
Oh no, she'd absolutely, yeah, she'd kick Iron Man's butt.
You know what, actually, Iron Man and Captain Marvel.
Why'd he make me watch this?
Sarcastic. They're like two of the most sarcastic Marvel characters in the MCU.
Sarcastic?
For me, anyway. So maybe they'll have like a kind of like back and forth, kind of like joking banter, and then he might just like wriggle himself out of it, maybe. I don't
Have you even seen the
all of
movies?
these answers end with, but Captain Marvel's gonna win, so I just don't really know why you're all
Love.
queuing to try and take her on.
What do I have to prove?
What?
I win.
Oh, sorry, I had to pause here. Captain Marvel versus Thanos. Sorry, but Thanos isn't an Avenger. Because if he was an Avenger, then what would be the whole point in Endgame? I'm confused. Everybody else up to now that they have shown Captain Marvel versus, you know, like the Hulk, Thor, Captain America, education class, sorry, but they are all Avengers. What is going on? Why did he make me watch this? I am so angry. But let's look at what the title's called. Which Avengers could Captain Marvel beat in a fight? And the thumbnail is pretty much the same. So this video has been badly mistitled. Thanos should not be in this video whatsoever because it doesn't coincide with the title. Which Avengers could Captain Marvel beat in a fight? Thanos isn't an Avenger. But let's see what she has to say anyway. This freaking nonsense.
Oh.
Why are you bored, love? What's your problem? What's your problem?
Oh, that's TBD now.
We're about to find out.
So that was a bit of an educational lesson and a couple of different reasons why. Firstly, Samuel L. Jackson, you've disappointed me. You don't even know the real name of the Hulk, an Avenger that you have spent a lot of time with in your acting career, and I'm sure Stan Lee would be embarrassed for you. I really, really genuinely do. And we also got to learn that, well, I wouldn't say learn because we already knew, Brie Larson is insanely downright full of herself. She is in love with herself. I bet you she actually carries a mirror around with her, which actually leads me on to the next thing I wanted to talk about. So I hadn't seen this until just now, and I'm going to be really angry with him now for actually making me watch this. I mean, I've seen a lot of cringy things of her, but this has to be the actual cringiest. But this morning I was watching an interview with BBC Radio 1, and the interviewer was really nice. Like, he was so nice. And the first thing he said to her was, so how did that happen? You know, you're Captain Marvel now or whatever. And she went, I was hoping you would tell me. And that is something I've noticed about her. And has anybody else noticed this? Let me know in the comments. She expects anybody who speaks to her, who interviews her, to know literally everything inside out about her. And if they don't, she gets really annoyed and really upset. And then the interviewer went on to say, which is why I think she carries a mirror around with her in her friggin' bag, so she can look at herself. Wow. He turned around and he said to her, how do you feel, like, you know, I think it was like, how do you feel now, you know, that you're Captain Marvel or whatever it was. And regardless, there was this big poster behind her anyways, right? This is the point I'm trying to make. And it was a big massive picture of her. And she said, I don't think that picture behind me is fair because it's too close up and I shouldn't be allowed to see myself that close up because you can see all my pores. It's not fair. Would I tell you something, love? There's poor women out there and poor young children out there that have things wrong with them, and, like, you know, I'm just saying, and, you know, they have things wrong with their face or maybe their skin. And God love them, they are, you know, mainly the most happiest people around. You know, I can't remember the name of the girl now, but she's actually a model, and she got something, I don't really want to talk about it, you know, because it's kind of sad, but something happened to her face, right, basically. And she's, of course, had, you know, a lot of plastic surgery. But she is one of the most loveliest people, and she has always got a big smile on her face, and she's always so happy and confident, and she's on TV quite a bit actually. I think she was on a show over here called Strictly Come Dancing. I'm pretty sure she was, but I can't actually remember the girl's name. And, like, she's so lovely, and then there's her freaking sitting there and saying, you can see the pores, you can see the pores. Everybody has freaking pores, love. Get off your high horse and get on with life. Get on with life. And all she does is complain about her training, and she said again in this interview, oh, it was so hard. And you know what she said was so hard? Having to make actions, you know, in space or whatever, without, like, making a sound like and it looked so ridiculous, guys. I'm probably not doing a good impression, but she did look ridiculous. It's not that difficult to do, to look. I look ridiculous anyways, but always trying to be funny. But anyways, she you know, was saying that it was so difficult because she wasn't allowed to make the noise, like, like, yeah, that's so stressful and that's so difficult, being paid millions and millions of dollars to make movements with no noise. I feel so sorry for what this poor woman is having to endure. Like, this is so sad, guys. This is so beyond sad. The things that she is saying, and then as well, I watched another interview called, you know, the way there's an interview, I think it's called Wired, and they bring up like a Google card thing, and then the answers are covered, and they're like, where does Brie Larson, and then she pulls off the piece of paper to reveal the question, live, and then she'll say, you know, where she lives or whatever, and she literally got offended at the questions. She was getting offended at questions, and then she was saying, I can't believe people had to look that question up. And then one of the questions was, who is Captain Marvel? And she went, I can't believe that someone had to look that question up. And then there was a question, does Brie Larson, and she pulled it off, work out? And she went, I don't know, like, is that supposed to be a personal attack? How is someone asking if you work out a personal freaking attack, love? That's like trying to say to a famous guitar player, do you study musical theory? Is that a personal attack? I am beyond words at this stage. I don't know what even else to say, guys. I don't even know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Please someone make this necklace into a time stone, because I want to do this. I want to rewind. I just need to rewind time. Just never going to learn, but maybe if I rewind time, then I'm not going to have to sit and look at this woman's face and endure it any longer. And you know what, guys, and I'm not meaning to sound full of myself, but I'm actually very happy and more than grateful and blessed every single day for what God gave me. I'm not saying I am absolutely stunning, but I'm happy with what I have. You know what I would love to do? I would love to take her into hospitals, or take her somewhere, God forgive me, you know, where there's people with actual serious problems. Like, it must be so difficult for her to get out of bed in the morning and go and talk to interviewers, and she gets annoyed because someone doesn't know something about her. Like, catch yourself on, love. So if you let's put the shoe on the other foot here for a second, Brie Larson. So you're an interviewer. Would you know everything about every single person? Would you know everything there is to know about Johnny Depp? Would you? Would you really? Would you know everything you need to know about Scott Adkins? I bet you don't even know who that was. By the way, Scott Adkins was an acolyte for Dormammu in Doctor Strange. But you wouldn't know that, you see, because you don't actually watch Marvel movies. You don't know anything about Marvel. You know what I mean? Like, so is Scott Adkins going to get offended if you turn around and say, so I hear you're a martial artist, tell me about that? No, Scott Adkins isn't going to get annoyed, love. He's just going to go, well, basically, it all started, and I do a lot of stunt doubles for movies, and I did a lot of stunt work on Doctor Strange, and blah. Catch yourself on. I don't know, I'm just getting so infuriated. Brie Larson is still saying silly things. Please leave me on a scale of 1 to 10 how silly this woman is. 1 being not very silly. I'm not even going to put 0 on the chart, because if you think that it's 0, just go away. 2, you know, just, you know, kind of silly. Number 6, beyond silly. You get the point. I don't know. I just do not know. And you know what, guys? I was watching Doctor Strange when I was getting my dinner tonight, right? On Blu-ray. That is my favourite Marvel movie. I honestly definitely think, if I do think it is most likely their best. So I honestly would have to say at the moment it's definitely my favourite. And I love Benedict Cumberbatch playing him. And it has such an amazing story. But anyways, what I'm trying to get to is, visual-wise, the colours and the visuals of that movie, breathtaking. Breathtaking. Story, inspirational, motivational, fan-freaking-tabulous, right? Something that I know your movie isn't, and I haven't even damn well seen it. And nor will I. Do you know what? I wouldn't even see it if someone brought a copy of a DVD round for free. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even. Because it wouldn't even be that hypocritical, because I've said to everybody I'm not going to watch it. So I can tell you, I will never watch that movie. But I'm sidetracking completely here. What I'm trying to get to is, when I was watching the visuals, I said, this Captain Marvel from the trailers and everything, when I watched the trailers, looks nothing like a Marvel movie, like the one I'm watching, this Marvel movie. And just in general, it doesn't work. The trailers just look like that movie. I know it's terrible. I don't even need to watch it to say that it's terrible. And there's no way that I could go and sit and watch her. I honestly couldn't. And I am tired, absolutely sick and tired of people telling me, oh, but she won an Oscar. Oh, boo freaking who. She won an Oscar for being in what? A wee tiny indie film? A wee tiny stupid wee indie film called The Room? I sat and watched a bit of it and I actually almost fell asleep in the sofa. So don't pull that no more. Take The Room and take it somewhere else, and this whole Oscar business. I do not care. I don't give a darn about her winning an Oscar, because I think it was set up. I don't think she deserved to win that Oscar. I'm sorry. And that's the only thing people keep going on. Oh, so what else is she famous for? Let me think here. A couple of music videos that I stumbled across that were beyond cringe fest. Yeah, going for cringe fest on those if you think she's so awesome. Clap, clap, Brie Larson. You are the silliest person of I don't know, infinity time. You win a crown for being so silly from now until the end of time. Honestly, you really, really, really do. And if someone else comes out and says sillier things than you, I'll happily take that crown off and give it to somebody else. But until then, the award goes to you. So, woo! Everybody clap for Brie Larson. Woo! Don't know what else to say, guys. Don't know what else to say. I will see you all in my next video. And until then, don't forget that the Force will be with you always. But not you, Brie Larson. And yeah, I heard about that. I heard that you want to become a Jedi. No, love. Just no.